Yo guys, this is Em. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the emotional guidance system, what the emotional guidance system is, how do we implement it into our lives, who thought about it, my experience with it, and my personal views on it. So what is the emotional guidance system? The emotional guidance system is a way of redefining our emotions to live more in alignment with our higher self. Basically, the emotional guidance system is if we're feeling happy, we're feeling joyous, we're feeling blissful about situations, we're in alignment with our higher self and living to our greatest joy. And if we're defining situations as bad or negative or sad, guilty, anything like that, then we're thinking out of alignment of what our true self is seeing the situation as. So if you're feeling good, you're thinking positive, you're seeing everything the way it really is, and you're feeling good, you're feeling in alignment, your higher self said, yep, you're spot on, crack on, this is what you do. And if you're feeling bad and you're saying negative stuff about life and life really is just bliss, life is just experience, life is just good, then you're going to feel bad. And it's not that your emotion is feeling bad, it's that you're feeling out of alignment with what really is the case. So who thought of the emotional guidance system? Who realised it? There's a guy called Bentinho Massaro. He puts all his stuff online. He's a great guru or spiritual teacher, but he probably wouldn't want to be known as a spiritual teacher. He may or may not have been the guy who originally thought of this, but he's who I learnt it from. He's who I'm going to give credit to. If you've heard of anyone else, please link me, please show me who it was, because I'm interested. So how do we implement the emotional guidance system into our lives? We start to look at how we're thinking about situations and looking at the storylines we're telling about life. And if they're more of a negative, we start to redefine them. We start to say, well, that's not how my higher self is seeing this, so let me change my viewpoint and see it from a more expanded viewpoint. And this is a great way to improve how you're feeling on a daily basis, because once you know this, you can never feel negative. If you're thinking negatively, you're out of alignment, and if you're thinking positively about all situations, then you're in alignment and you're going to get to where you want to be in life so much quicker. Going through the day, we're always telling ourselves storylines about this person did this, or how the day's going, or what this means, what that means. And some of it can be negative, some of it can be positive, and if we get caught in the negative, we're going to feel bad. So if we're redefining stuff to be good, or just to be in alignment, we're going to start to feel better on a daily basis, and this will help improve your life. It's a hard thing to do, but the more you kind of practice it on a day-to-day, you become more aware of all the situations you're in and how you're defining life. And you are the creator of your life, you create your own reality. So if you're defining things in a negative way, then maybe you can start to redefine situations. And it really is a simple thing of just redefining situations to find a different viewpoint about a situation, how you view it. For example, I could be telling myself a story about a co-worker at work of how they've done something to me that's affected me in a negative way, or they're against me, or they're doing something bad towards me. And all the time I tell this story to myself, I'm not going to be in a good mood, I'm going to be feeling affected by how out of alignment I'm feeling, when really nothing's actually happening to you, everything's happening for you. So if we can start to not react as much to negative situations or what we perceive to be negative, and just see it for what it is and just be with it without telling ourselves a storyline about it, we're going to start to feel better and more in alignment. And these situations aren't going to affect us as much. We're going to feel happier. Like they say, don't sweat the small stuff. So what's my viewpoint on the emotional guidance system? Well, I think it's absolutely amazing. It's helped me take control or ownership of my life and my emotional state, and helped me feel happier all day long. Like, I rarely ever let myself get into a negative spiral. I'm always feeling in alignment, feeling good. And before this, I was all over the place, fluctuating, going up and down. And that wasn't great, and now I feel more stable. I feel like this is one, if you implement it, your life is just gonna feel so much better. In the beginning, it's hard to keep doing this daily, but with practice and devotion to it, yeah, you're gonna crack it, you're gonna get it. The more you work with it, the more you understand it. And yeah, the more you do it, the more you feel better, so why not? So what's my experience with the emotional guidance system? I've used it for a little while, I implemented it into my life. It's now a daily thing where I rarely ever feel negative about situations that are coming up. Along with that, meditation. This has really helped me just to stay true to my truest self, act more in alignment through the day, and yeah, feel better. I was constantly always telling stories about people around me or situations going on that were not quite positive, and knowing this information, it let me see just how out of alignment those thoughts were. And once I knocked them on the head, life started to be better, life started to be more happy, more joyous, more blissful. So yeah, all around a good thing. It's a habit that you used to do on the daily that you kind of get yourself out of doing and replace with a new one that's broader, has a bigger picture, one that's better for you, and overall is gonna make you happy. And it's also a cool way to see the world, or just a different viewpoint to look at the world from, because it's always getting you to try and better yourself, or to live more in service, or more true to yourself. And I think that's really valuable. So it's just been a little video on the emotional guidance system. I hope you take something away from it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can learn from it. It's so beneficial if you really do try and practice it in your day-to-day life. I take no credit for realising it. I think it was Bentinho Massaro, but it could have been someone else. It's all credits to him. I'm just trying to spread his message because it benefited my life so much. So thank you for watching. This is M. Check out all my other series. The Road to Revealed, I'ma Get Fit. I'm just trying to share stuff that's inspired me and helped me live a better life. Peace.